Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Around the Bonfire. My name is Lisa, and this is Lisa's Library. So today's edition is going to be around a question that we get all the time from leaders. It is, how do I motivate my crew? What is it about motivation? What can you teach me about motivation? Motivation, motivation, motivation. And that is a really, really key concept for us to talk about. So the book today really hits on this. And the book is it's one of those TED Talk books. So it's a smaller book, which is lovely. And it's called simply Why We Work. And Barry Schwartz is the author of this. And he says, this is the crucial question. Why do we work? Now, he talks in here a little bit about the history of some things. So, for example, that, at one point, like back in 1776, the concept really came up that people work for pay and they work for incentives. And so that really, really influenced the way that the workplaces look. And yet that was really taking us down the wrong road because people work really for so much more. Now, would we work without pay? Well, no, we're not going to work without pay. And yet, that's not the thing that really elevates us and engages us. And as a matter of fact, Barry Schwartz talks a little bit about Gallup's organization and their research about engagement and how people are engaged or disengaged or actively disengaged. And a motivational environment is so key. So in here, he talks about, well, here's some table of contents, the false rationale. So that's talking about that pay. So if we only think of pay, that's a challenge. He talks about when work is good. Now I want to stop there for a minute because when work is good, people are satisfied. Your employees are satisfied. They like things like a challenge. They like to be stretched. They like autonomy. They like to be able to make decisions and have some sort of discretion. They like social engagement. We are social beings. And so they like that interaction, being part of a team. And they like to know that things are meaningful. What they're doing is meaningful. So here's my question to you, and there's some good information in here about this, is how do you connect the purpose of your organization to the work that the people are doing? And there's a great story in here about some custodians in a hospital. And if you look at their job description, it's about cleaning rooms and taking out trash and those type of things. And yet the purpose of a hospital is to cultivate health, to help people feel better, to get rid of illnesses. And that type of thing is the purpose. Well, nowhere in a custodian's job description does it say anything like that. And yet, Luke, Ben, and Corey are these three custodians that really help bring meaning to their work because they saw their work as more than just removing trash. If someone were walking down the hall after surgery, trying to get their footing again, this custodian would stop the mopping. If a parent asked about, hey, clean my child's room, who this child has been in a coma for a long time. And even if they had just cleaned it because the parent hadn't seen it, they said, yes, I'll be happy to clean that. And so they really helped bring comfort. They didn't run vacuums when in the visitors lounge when people were sleeping, all sorts of different things. So what is it that motivates people? One of the big things is meaningful work. It's helping connect them with the purpose of the organization. So that's my question to you. What is the purpose of your organization? And do the employees know what their work does to contribute to that purpose? So take a look at this book. It's got a lot of great information about motivation, why we work. Thanks, everyone. And thank you for joining me around the bonfire. And make sure you keep on learning. Thanks. Bye-bye.